Athletes, do you struggle with stride length? One of the biggest things holding back athletes is the length of their stride. And when I was a kid, I thought, okay, I just need to reach my leg out further in front of myself to improve my stride. But that is not the case. It just slows you down when you reach in front of yourself. So in this video, I'm going to show you guys 3 different things that you guys can do to improve your stride length. My name is Jacob Cavazzuto. I'm the founder of Cab Training. I specialize in making football players faster. So, stay tuned to this video so you guys can learn more ways to improve your stride length and overall enhance your speed. I'm going to start out this video with a bonus tip. My last video was all about improving your speed through mobility. So check that one out too. That one will also improve your stride length by using flexibility. But in this video, we're going to focus mostly on plyometrics. Plyometrics is just a fancy word for jumping. And we're going to do a lot of our plyometrics in this video off of one leg. In reality, most of you guys are pretty strong on 2 legs, right? You got a good squat, you got a good deadlift, but a lot of you probably don't spend enough time doing single leg movements, single leg jumps, single leg strength exercises that allow you to have that stability and the ability to push off explosively off one leg. And so the first plyometric that I want to show you in this video is a single leg hurdle hop. So with single leg hurdle hops, all we're doing is we're jumping off one leg and we're going to stick the landing. So again, we're building that stability through the ankle, through the hip, and we're pushing off nice and strong. I would start off with just a 6-inch hurdle. You don't have to go really any higher than that, especially if you're a youth athlete. But if you're a high school athlete, you can go over maybe a 12-foot hurdle and maybe 18 or a 12-inch hurdle or an 18-inch hurdle at the highest, just to get the technique right. But again, the first couple times, start out with a nice light jump and a stick, and then afterwards you can start jumping repeatedly and bouncing off the ground. I like to call it floor is lava. The second drill that we're going to talk about here is distance jumps. So the hurdle jumps were more for height off the ground, but we also have to cover ground with our stride in order to improve our stride length. And so with single leg distance jumps, these are challenging. They're a little bit more of an advanced plyometric for you guys, but they're also going to really help with that overall push off the ground, right? I always like to tell athletes, what direction does the floor of a treadmill go? It goes backward. So when you're doing these single leg jumps or when you're sprinting, you want to push the ground backwards so you can drive your body forward. And that's exactly what we're talking about with single leg jumps. Make sure that you're getting height and distance. If you have a 20-yard distance on the single leg jumps, you shoot for 8 to 10 jumps in that 20-yard distance. That's when you know you have pretty good single leg power. The third drill that I'm going to talk about today is bounding. Bounding does count as a single leg plyo in my book because you're jumping off one leg at a time, but this is going to translate best to your sprint because it's the most sprint-like movement in this video. You're trying to cover ground with each stride. You're floating in between each step that you take, each jump that you make, and you're creating both vertical force and horizontal force. With bounds, it's all about creating force. So we want to make sure that we create as much force as we can with each jump that we take and then explode off each ground contact. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you guys give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Thanks so much for watching, and let's get better today.